Okay, we are hopping back into our Archon quest. Go to Poisson. Let's see. Is there a quicker? Of course! I do not have it unlocked. Gosh dang it. Okay. We are continuing our Archon quest today. I don't really have interest in doing the side quests. So I think I need to take the boat. The question is, do I remember how to take the boat? Was it in here? Perhaps. This is the court. Not the waterway. She didn't need the glue. Actually, I think I did, but it's okay. I'm alive. What happened is I bought stick-on nails, and then hold on. I need to figure out where the heck is the. This is like elevator music, by the way. This is like very. I bought stick-on nails, and then I bought nail glue because I heard that it makes them last longer. So then I put on, and then it was very messy, and it was on my fingers. And I went to drink some water, and some of it flaked off from my finger into my water while I was drinking. And I think I drank that flake of dried glue. And I was like, oh shoot. And then like, I was like, oh my gosh, do I have a headache? Like, I was like, I don't know. What's it called? Like, when you feel like you're like sick, but you're not sick really, like you're like kind of going crazy. I was like, oh, I feel like I have a headache. I feel like I'm getting sick. Because I drank the water with glue in it. But then I drank the water, so it's okay. Well, no, it's not okay. That's the reason yeah. The heck? Child? In one of the multiverses, the Moki just died from poisoned water. Honestly, iconic way to go. Go multiverse Moki. Listen, I think I'm supposed to go on the waterway. The problem is... I do not for the life of me. Court of Fontaine. Oh, Court of Fontaine. Statue of 7. How do I get to this water station? Oh, do I need to go to here? Let me teleport back here.
Time to go.
And I can't climb. How do I go up? I think there's an elevator in here. I'm just gonna go in here. I think pretty sure there's an elevator. Oh, our staircase. By the way, I'm trying to find Halloween decorations. Yeah, that's just the court. I'm trying to find Halloween decorations to find my stream, make my stream festive. I'm like, should I wear a costume? Should I get like little fairy lights for my stream? Should I get like... I wanted to get a spooky background, but then I was like... I don't know, I play games, so like, are you even gonna see the background? I don't think so. I need to be on that water. How the heck do I get up there? This is so... Not here. Oh my gosh. I hate that. just take a... Man, this... Bloodwater Moki. Ah, that'd be so scary. Don't you think that's too scary?
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade.
This
it is
blade.
the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Could you imagine if I turned red? Do you think I could try turning myself red for Halloween? That'd be really creepy. That'd be so creepy. You guys wouldn't like me if I was made of blood. That'd be so scary. Oh, I heard the sound for the Dendroculus thing. You used to work in a hospital. Fun fact, I actually have a very, very severe fear of hospitals. Like severe fear of hospitals. So that you scare me. No, you don't scare me, but the hospitals scare me. How the heck do I get into this waterway? Onto this
Just
boat.
then, the rain stopped.
Did it,
Or
Dolly?
should it keep raining?
I think I need to get up. But how do I get up? And I'm back where I started for like the 10th time. I don't know how you worked in a hospital. That's so scary. I can't even go in a hospital as a patient. This is my second time. Okay, this is my second time running in a circle.
Follow the wind.
Go to Poisson. Let's see. Oh, look at all these shops. Let's go shopping. Oh, I think I'm on the right way now. Okay. Hello, big sir. Hello, how are you? Oh, yeah, waterway something? No. Wait, what? Oh, man. I'm just gonna... Court of Fontaine. I don't think I can go in there. Court of Fontaine. I'm back again in the same circle that I ran. Yes. Am I going crazy? I am going crazy right now. I'm gonna just see real quick. And was I supposed to go in here? Information center.
Time to go.
Oh, I think I was supposed to go in here. Oh, yep, there we go. Okay, oh, Jesus, what line am I supposed to be on? Ask for directions. You know what? you know what? Isn't that like... Yeah. You know what? Okay, fine. You know what? This is a good idea. Okay. Palace Line heads north towards the Fontaine Research Institute. Navia Line heads to the Irenaeus in the east, the Clementine south. So which way am I going? I guess, is this... Ugh. Wow. I could go anywhere. This is like total freedom. I guess this is north. I think I'm going south. So what was south again? I did not see that. I went really fast. Clementine. Okay. Okay, let's just... Whatever. We'll just get on the boat.
Looks like we're running out of type 3 screws.
Clementine line. So that is... Yeah. If not, we'll just swim there. This is perfect elevator. I don't know. Wait, why does it not change? Oh. Clementine line. There we go. We'll get there eventually, Archon. Okay. Ooh. What's in here? Oh, okay. Wait for Aqua Bus. I thought we were gonna get the shiny, but we won't. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yay! Take a seat. Let's talk to her. When does the Aqua Bus head out? Yeah, let's go. Let's get this boat moving. Psst. You want to bet? Are we going the right way? Oh, I can't see. Let's see what she says.
Okay,
Wow.
I'm back to work. Please take your seats. It's time for our merry departure. This Aquabus tour is bound for Romaritime Station, and I'm your tour guide, Aval. I'm here to tell you all about the amazing scenery we'll pass by on the Clementine line.
The Hydra Archon just waiting
Even
for
though
us.
I'm not an expert tour guide, when it comes to interesting stories
I just
and
missed that
important
Hydroculus.
places
It's
in
okay.
Fontaine, I definitely know a thing or two.
Hydra Archon just like,
I
where
hope
the
that my
is she?
commentary will give you a newfound appreciation for this nation, and that you'll be inspired to visit every corner of Fontaine, just like Elfan was.
Oh, we're heading the right way. Well, I got the right bus, so I know where south is. So take that. Oh. So now we just enjoy the ride because I got it right, surprisingly. Shocking. Let's take a look out to the water. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Fontaine. Weather's looking clear, slightly cloudy.
Passengers, if you look into the distance, you'll see Elinas, large as a mountain. The hometown of us Melusines, Pharisee Village, is right over there. There's a story about our hometown that I really liked growing up.
Interesting.
The legends say that long ago, Elinas came to Fontaine and asked the people, "Is there anything I can do?" At the time, we Melusines were super tiny, and our hands were even smaller. And we were so sad that we couldn't build houses like everyone else. So the people said in unison, "Then why don't you become the home of the Melusines?"
So if I just jump off this bus,
Elinas just rolled
so if I guess I'll go all the
over
well.
right there and poof. It's been a few hundred years since then.
So I think I'm
When you
just gonna have
think
to
about
jump
it,
off
Everyone
midway.
in Fontaine and Elinas really is gentle and kind.
So if I just jump off, is she gonna be mad at me, do you think? Or like, is she gonna be like, what the heck? Why did you just jump off? Or do you think like it's just like she'll be cool with it? Okay. Well.
I follow the wind.
Bye. I'm gonna hit this waypoint and then we're gonna go to Poisson. Sorry. Thank you for the tour. It is informative. Kind of. And then... Poisson. You left without paying. Did we pay for the ticket before we got on? No? I didn't? Oh well. That's the price you pay for being a thug. I'm just kidding. I should go pay.
Time to go. The wind knows.
I do feel bad for jumping off without letting her know. I mean, isn't that a little bit rude?
As one with wind and cloud.
Like, what if something happened? Oh, why am I fighting him? Wait. Isn't he friend? Wait, I'm confused. Weren't they our friends in the summer event?
My apologies.
I'm so confused. Weren't they our friends? Why? That's sad. Why are we fighting them? I thought we were all friends.
A fateful offering.
Thug Shaker Moki. Yeah, I'm just getting ready to play GTA. That's it. I'm practicing with Genshin first. Go to Poisson. Friendship with water drop ended. I am now friends with Miss Leans.
Time to go.
Oh, what's this? Oh. Okay, that's cool. Let's see.
Torn to oblivion.
Inazuma shines eternal. Where did he go? Oh.
Shine down.
Dang, I don't think dude got a single hit in. I don't think he got a single hit in. I feel proud of myself right now. That was good. Okay, let's see. Is this going to be furniture?
A fateful
Oh.
offering.
5 primo gems. Okay. And a potato. Okay. I see that over there, and I see that down there. But we must stay focused. Oh. Oh. Okay. The question is do I collect that now or do I do hunting later with the map? I'll do hunting later with the map. Is that a dog? What the heck? Wait, hold on. What the heck is this? Oh, it was a bird. Oh, what's the dog doing? Oh, right here. Poisson, welcome. Welcome to Poisson. Oh, a viewpoint. Okay. It's nice. It's very much giving Ratatouille. I'm getting Ratatouille vibes. Oh, and there's our girl. Hey, girl. Hi.
Whoa! What a huge ship! Why would a ship be anchored at a place like this?
So that way we can take over Fontaine.
There's no No need to be
Whee!
so surprised. While it may look like a ship, it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters. My father was the one who asked for it to be built like this. Perhaps our taste in exterior design is the only thing we occasionally had in common.
I do love her design. Like, a lot. I really, really like her design.
A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
I love how she's like, this boat is me. It is my representation, no one else. It is just, this has no other purpose but to represent me.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious past. Paimon was confused why a group with such a history would live in the sewers.
Yeah, her boat's in the sewer, so what does that say about you? Your glorious ship is in a sewer. So, well, what does that say about you? I don't know. I'm just saying. Paimon's just saying it's shipwrecked in a sewer.
But
So-
now that Paimon has seen this ship for
I don't
herself,
know. I don't know.
she's been convinced.
I don't know.
Well, Poisson is where Spina di Rosula began, after all. It's our main base, our home.
Oh. Okay. Oh, we're going on the ship. Oh, wow. Oh. Ew. The heck? Why is it textured so realistically? That's weird. It's textured so real. So, do I have to... Okay. Oh, here's another one of those lanterns. I just want to see real quick. I just want to see real quick. Do you guys see how much? Can you hold on? Let me. Yeah, can you see how much Mora I have down here? Do you see? Do we see how much Mora I have? This is so. Oh, what is this? Share bundle. Hey, what is this? Hold on. Wait. Ignore the fact that... Hold on, I just wanted to show. Do you see how much more I have? Let's see, this is... 18 million Mora? Can we just take a minute to acknowledge that I have way too much Mora, so these little things that just give me Mora are like extremely useless because I have 18 million Mora and I really don't need more. What's this? Oh. I just picked one? I mean... Oh. Can I save it? I should blow it all. I don't think I could if I wanted to. I mean... Is there a character? Oh. No, you know what? There is a character. I have not upgraded my... Who is it? Give me a second to think. I have her in my head. Let's see. She's in my head. What's her name? Oh, don't make me go back to the menu. No one's gonna like to deal with that. The Kitsune girl. Oh my gosh, why can I not remember her name? Why am I blanking? I keep thinking Kokomi, but that's not it. You have a woman in your head too? That was clever. Cheers to that. I'll drink
Malus,
my
we're
water to
back.
that.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important partners.
What's her name? The pink girl, the kitsune, Raiden's friend, Raiden's lover.
You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so quickly?
Poisson. I love that. It sounds like croissant. What's her name? I'm sorry, this is killing me. Oh, this is killing me. I'm sorry. I can't. This is gonna kill me until I think. Do you know who I'm talking about?
About that. It's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with water from the primordial sea?
I'll try to focus, but if anyone remembers, please tell me.
You still remember, right, Malus? On that night, it was raining?
Yay, Miko! Thank you. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I got excited. Yes. Okay. Sorry, distraction time. Yay, Miko. Yes. Oh my god, I love you. Thank you. I got Yay, Miko, and I kind of like I like Yay, Masaka. Yay, Miko. I took a break playing Genshin a little bit after I got Miko, and then haven't upgraded her. So yes, I could blow my primo gems on her, but 15 million? 15 million? I mean, that's like 20 characters worth of Mora. Like, that's like 20 characters. Like, you can't spend that all on one character. But yes, yay, Miko, I do need to upgrade her. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. I would have not made it through.
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's.
Now we can focus.
Both were what you'd call impossible murders.
Okay, impossible murders. Now I'm focused. Thank you.
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened before?
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity
Synth.
in Poisson. At a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
So the French region was known for drugs? That's interesting.
Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that the primordial water could be used to produce some kind of potion?
Yes, he did. Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from the primordial sea.
So they drank it to hallucinate, but it also dissolves them. So, like, it was like killing them from the inside too? Lean?
If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus or control your emotions.
Why does that sound like me? Losing the ability to focus or control your emotions. Have I consumed this lately? This sounds like me. Nani? Have I drank water from the primordial sea?
And if you were to stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety while lacking energy to do anything. It's an extremely dangerous substance.
That's alcohol in general. Hey, but Venti's fine. And we know he's,
As he oversaw Poisson,
we know
my
he's...
father was compelled to put a stop to synth abuse and called for a complete ban of it.
Wow, so Fontaine had a drug problem. That is very strange. Okay. Genshin is getting real with the lore.
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath, but no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield. Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem once and for all.
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the dealers, all of whom only sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation. Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them. Finally, he was able to convince someone to become his informant.
So he got too close to the drug gangs. Wow. Breaking Bad Fontaine
The
edition.
man's name was Jacques. He felt greatly ashamed
Jacques.
about his work after seeing many families destroyed by synth abuse.
Jacques, you're a traitor. You're a narc, Jacques. I'm just kidding. Don't do drugs.
That night, my father hosted a banquet at his countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some food.
I don't know why that was so
But
funny.
then, we heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard.
Why?
We raced to the scene and found my father, still
Never mind.
holding a gun, and Jacques, who was already dead on the ground.
Huh? How did that happen? Aren't they on the same side?
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious, but neither appeared to have any motive at all. Looking back on it, though, I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. There were pieces of clothing left at the scene.
So someone was probably
Precisely.
dissolved.
It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now. Back then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used to disguise himself at the banquet. But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired.
Maybe your father got into an argument with Jacques, but it was also possible that the third person was to blame.
You're right. We still don't know what happened. But my intuition tells me that we're on the right track to figuring it all out.
Have you noticed on her
I'm
hips?
finally headed towards the truth.
On her hips, she has like little ship wheels.
Jacques was an empathetic man who was
Just pointing out.
infinitely remorseful for his past actions. It's unlikely that he turned on Boss with 0 warning. I think this third person is probably the key to the full truth. On that note, however,
See, look at the little ship wheels.
even though this will not please you, demoiselle, as your and your father's butler, I must still offer a word of warning. Our opponent is insidious and cruel. They are extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice.
Oh,
Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace, and we have been allowed to live out our lives.
so is he basically saying like maybe you should just like let sleeping dogs lie and don't bother?
There is no need to follow your father's
Yeah.
path. It would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes to step back and give up on the case.
If that's indeed what he wished for, then he should have told me that himself.
We love a stubborn queen.
Was I not the closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark. What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end?
I like her. I like her a lot. She's stubborn and she's like, no, I'm not going to take no for an answer. No one can tell me what I can or can't do.
Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still his epithet. And Spina di Rosula is barely getting by. Nothing has changed. Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly? I've never accepted that, ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now. I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls, for the victims, and for myself.
You go, girl. I like her.
Navia.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, demoiselle, I think you're also ready to take this on.
So you do know something else, Malus.
Oh,
Yes, I do.
what's he hiding?
In fact, even before that banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between Synth and the serial disappearances case. But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, demoiselle, had been selected as the next target to disappear.
What?
What?
That's crazy.
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness. The doctors told him that he had no more than 5 years left to live.
Dang, this is... Wow, okay, poor guy really had no choice then.
And the serial disappearances case caused him great anxiety. 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. But once he passed away, all the danger would pass on to you. Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side, and even told some members of Spina di Rosula about the details. But as long as you remained safe, he would not share the evidence with the public. If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
I mean, that's like super risky because all it takes is one person to call out his bluff and be like, yeah, no, you're lying. And then bye-bye Navia. Like, that's such a risk. Such a risk.
Right. So nobody would be able to get off scot-free.
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful was still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
No.
So he chose to die in silence, so that he could protect me.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, Demoiselle. What Boss wanted to hand to you was not a parasol, but a sword.
Whoa, I like that quote. Wow. Oh, that makes me feel a little bit sad for her.
If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure he'd be extremely proud.
That fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight? No. He might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able to understand him.
Oh, she's crying again. She's just like me, for real.
Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now?
He gave you the choice to live how you want.
Yeah. I suppose that's true. With the way he'd set things up, if I had wanted, I could have just lived out my life without a care in the world. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out. Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
Okay, let's go. What's the key evidence?
It's the location where synth is produced. Essentially, it's the enemy's headquarters.
Okay.
When he was threatening
Let's
the
go.
enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found. But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
Why? If we know where the place is, can't we just go storming in?
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organization that's been in operation for decades. There's no telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters. We also have no idea what kind of evidence we may be able to find inside, nor what people we may be able to capture. But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war.
Well, at least we have someone as smart as Melus on our side this time to give us advice, whereas the other ones we just kind of did just, I don't know, barge our way into everything.
The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed, but also open ourselves up to full retaliation.
Then, in that case, why not work with the Fontaine authorities?
Yeah, let's work with the authorities. They'll help.
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
That's true. Seems my father really had no choice. But things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this, Malus.
I am the butler, after all. I live but to serve the boss and Demoiselle's will. I've always been willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake. But considering my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping secrets, performing basic investigations, and waiting for the right time to come.
Thank you for all of that, Malus. Have you discovered anything new in the past few years?
Let me think. One conclusion I came to was that the enemy must be quite familiar with
Let's set it
Spina
to
di Rosula,
autoplay.
or at least have an informant planted here.
I
When
like him. I
announced
hope he
orders
doesn't
to
turn
the
out bad.
organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe the reactions of the synth vendors.
Like if they pull like a, oh,
If
he's
the
actually the
vendors
bad
didn't
guy, I
change
would be
their
so
plans,
mad.
Then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent. If the vendors packed up and fled, however, then someone must have given them the news. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people.
Ooh.
The first is Florent, Spina di Rosula's senior advisor.
Florent?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusted the most, which also means that he was someone who understood Boss really well. Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost circle, he always knew our upcoming plans and could thus avoid capture this whole time. There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Wow, you really let these criminals
Uncle
high up in
Marcel.
your rankings. Uncle Marcel? Dang. What is Confrérie?
It's a guild in Poisson. A boss helped it to grow to its current size and prominence. In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily goods, but now they're one of the richest guilds around with a lot of business connections in the city.
So, they're like a sister organization of Spina di Rosula?
Yes, you can say that. When we were fighting against the synth dealers, they provided us with plenty of support. It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
The final suspect is Thierry. The
Thierry.
man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the guards. Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many activities we have to report to the local authorities. Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically always plan one step ahead.
I see. These are all people who I communicate with quite regularly. To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along, among those I trust the most. It's almost too hard to believe.
Time to
If you want to
guillotine
investigate
them.
them, please take every precaution to not alert the quarry. Judging from our experience, the enemy is extremely cautious.
Of course. And thank you, Malus. You've provided us with a lot of great information.
You're too kind, my lady. I'm just doing my duty. And before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death. After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. They still live in Poisson today. If it might help, you could also pay them a visit. I can make the necessary arrangements.
Aw, thank you so much, Malus. You really are the best.
A new case awaits, my dear partner.
Leave it to
I hope we
me.
can work together to uncover the truth and end this case once and for all.
Callus's case records. Let's see. 3 years ago, on a rainy night, banquet goers heard 2 gunshots outside the house. When they reached the scene, Callus had a gun in his hands, and Jacques had been shot and slain. Based on the investigations done then, there was no possibility that anyone else could have done the deed and escaped, and Callus was thus adjudged to have been the culprit. Okay. just gonna grab that real quick. Visit Jacques' family. Ooh, is that a little jellyfish? I want that. Is it gonna hit me with the cutscene? I don't. Yeah. Okay, that's why I don't drop down anymore.
It is settled then.
Oh,
Please
what's this?
excuse me.
Oh. Okay.
And enjoy your conversation at your leisure.
Thank you for arranging everything for us, Malus.
Okay, let's see what
Excuse
Jacques'
me, miss.
family.
Do you need anything from us?
Why is she so angry? Eh. Child, you want to fight?
Hey, Navia's all quiet.
Fight the
This
child.
isn't like her at all.
Don't bother her for now. Let's take that kid out.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time. After what happened, I didn't know how I was supposed to face the two of you.
Ah, if it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us a lot of mora and support. I understood your guilt and apology to be genuine.
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques?
I'd love if she's like, nah, it's okay. I'll take the
I
Mora.
can understand the kind of pain that comes with losing a father so needlessly.
You don't understand at all.
Oh, she's angry.
I didn't know how to face you, because I didn't know what I could possibly bring as a consolation gift. I know only the full truth could bring closure to you, and to all of us.
This kid is angry.
I'm sorry.
She mad.
I appreciate the sentiment, but you don't have to carry all that guilt. On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have more or less found our answer already.
Would
Being an
you
angry
mind
child.
sharing it with me? I really can't believe that my father could ever bring himself to shoot Jacques.
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would never go into the synth business again. He had many regrets, and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally. For the longest time, he thought Mora was everything. So when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal, he accepted it almost immediately. He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so,
Look at that
he was
fish in the
still
background.
found out by
Oh.
the higher-ups.
They found out about his betrayal?
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the two of us.
Wait, does that mean someone ordered Jacques to take out Callus?
I don't know that for sure, but you could say that's the conclusion I eventually came to.
That's crazy. So,
Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Callus had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away.
so her dad was framed for the murder, but then, wow. So basically, okay, so to break this down, what I'm getting is that the enemy, who we don't know who it is, what the enemy's plan was to murder him. This family was to frame Jacques because he was a traitor. So they wanted to get rid of Jacques, and they said, well, we could get rid of Jacques and frame a high-level guy at the same time. So not only did they frame her father, but they also killed Jacques while framing him for the murder. So I think that's what's going on right now. And if that's what's happened, that's really that's like onion level layers deep of conspiracy. Whoever is doing this is like masterminds. Cause like how do you come up with the idea of framing someone for murder while also taking out like your enemy and like getting rid of a traitor? And then it's just like how, like, and then you get away with it. and you get away with it. It just blows my mind. How does that happen?
Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense. It is impossible for me to hate him for what he had done.
But Mama, why is Papa still the bad guy if he did the right thing? Papa always wanted to be a good man, so why did he have to do a bad thing in the end?
Well, things aren't always as they seem. You still feel like your papa was a good man, right?
Yeah, Papa was a really good man. The best in the whole world.
Then you should hold on to that. If a good man had to do a bad thing, then he must have had his reasons.
I see the parallels between Navia and the child with their father having had to make hard decisions. I see the parallels
Regardless of whether
here.
he left you a parasol
There you
or
go.
a sword, he must have done so to give you a better life.
Oh,
Adele.
Thank you for everything you've told me. I will definitely find the truth. The current state of things is not something I'm willing to just sit back and accept.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to hear this from you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is really similar.
You really think so? That's the first time anyone said that to me.
So now we have the testimony. Wow, Fontaine is very fun with this little extra stuff. Testimony from Jacques' family. Jacques' family believes that he had struggled greatly with the order to kill Callus. Did Callus act in self-defense, or was there more to the incident?
There are leaves around.
There are leaves. Thank you,
and I know
Kazuha.
just the tune to accompany them.
You know these
Are you okay,
idle
Navia?
lines.
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next. Florent should be nearby, and we should be able to find Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city. I'll get myself together on the way, so please don't worry.
What's this? What's the dog looking at? Oh. Aw, look at him. Rub his tummy. Hi. Just sitting here. Hi. Hi. I wish I could pet you, but if I do anything, I'll end up hitting you with my sword. Oh, okay. Well, I was one step away from the cutscene.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of
Oh,
assistance
greetings.
today?
You want to fight?
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House.
Fight him, fight him, fight him.
Someone got turned into water right in front of us.
Yeah, I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth. And it'll be all the talk for the next several weeks.
It also reminded me, on the day that the incident happened with my father, it was raining outside, and we found some clothes left at the scene.
Don't be too obvious now.
After my partner here put the dots together for me, I feel like we should try to reopen his case. Can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened that night?
Let me think. Mr. Callus was feeling pretty upbeat that day. So he was drinking and bantering away with us at the table. After that, he told us that he wanted to go get some fresh air. So we let him go without thinking much of it. Who knew that we would hear 2 gunshots ring out right after? My first reaction was that Mr. Callus's life was in danger. So I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the scene. But when I got there, it was already too late. Mr. Callus was standing over a dead body with a gun in his hands. All we could do was look
Wow,
back and
gun
forth at each
violence
other.
and drugs.
not
Fontaine
knowing
is
what to say.
wild.
So you also remember 2 gunshots then?
Indeed. The guard said that the first shot didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jacques. But I've never really bought that explanation. Reason being, Mr. Callus had left his gun on the table. I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene. But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person. About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned. Do you think there was a third person there who was turned into water?
It's very
At
possible.
least from our perspective, my father had no reason to kill. So he would also have no reason to bring an extra gun with him.
Just imagine her dad, like, strapped to the nines with a bunch of guns.
The gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques, or a third person on the scene.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you're saying Mr. Callus ended up with the gun because he seized it from one of the other guys? But hold on. If that's what had happened, then why didn't he share the truth with any of us? He didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine, and chose instead to prove his honor in a duel. Did he lose all faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes?
About that, Malus told me a thing or two. So, I think I can understand why he committed to the duel. I'll tell you everything, once the whole truth has been revealed.
I understand. Then, I'll leave Mr. Callus's honor in your hands, boss. And if I may just say one more thing. The whole Callus the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented. Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callus, even after so many years have passed. But it was Mr. Callus's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula and live the life I lead today.
I don't know. Either he's a really good actor or I do trust him, so...
No matter what others might say, he'll always be the man I respect the most. And
Don't worry. I will definitely find the truth.
So, I don't know. Maybe I'm easily tricked. I trust him. I don't think it's him.
You and
I don't
all our
know.
other
I don't know.
comrades
That's
at the
my
Spina
opinion.
deserve to know the truth as well.
I don't think it's him. He gave a lot of information. Okay. There's a... Oh. Where does this go? The heck? I just wanted to find the Hydroculus. I didn't know that this was like a thing. Where are we going? Okay. Okay. Wow. Oh, I don't want to go back. Let's see. There's another... Wow. This is cool. Oh, wait. I do wanna go in there. Let's see. Wow. Where are we going? I don't know. This is cool. Ooh. I don't know where I am right now or where I'm going, but this is nice. Oh, a cave. Oh. Get the viewpoint. Very beautiful. Wow. Okay.
Into the wind.
Now you shall perish!
The wrong test subject.
The heck? Where'd he go? Where is he? Oh. Oh, I want to collect that. Oh!
But a momentary distraction.
Okay. I mean to cook. Should we cook something? Let's cook something. What are we gonna cook? Oh, fish and chips. Milky mushroom crisp tower. Oh, that sounds good. Tachin. That looks good. What can I make a lot of? Mean lovers pizza. That sounds good. See, I don't have a lot of mushrooms. Interesting. Sure, let's cook some of this. There we go. And then they had a dog here. Explore this area.
Time to go.
No, it's not time to go. Wow. Oh, another fruit. Oh, it was a potato. Okay. Oh. I was like, there has to be something else here. And there was. Let's see. You think I can...
The wind knows me.
No. Let's see.
Follow the wind.
There we go. That's what we were missing. Okay, now let's go to the map. And we are supposed to go up here. There we go. Okay, so we got our treasure, we got our Hydroculus, and now we go. Awesome. That was fun.
Time to go.
Oh, here. Hello. And...
Hey, Thierry, it's me.
Hey, Thierry, I don't like you. I want to fight you.
Oh, now, what brings you here,
Fake,
Miss Navia?
fake. You can tell he's
I've
fake.
heard that you made
Fake.
quite the name for yourself at the Opera
Fake.
House.
You
Oh.
smug
So you've got
AF.
news of that already?
No. It's
Oh,
him.
okay.
He's the
Hey,
traitor.
I'm also a member of the guards, you know. The way you make it sound, people would think I was sent off to Poisson
It's
because
him.
I had done
It's him.
something wrong.
It's him. I can tell.
Are
It's
you
him.
sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that? Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already?
She got him. It's him. He's
I
guilty.
mean,
I know it.
Where I work, it's really up to me.
He's guilty.
Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance of Poisson.
I know he's
Callis did
guilty.
a fantastic job running the town, building Spina di Rosula from the ground up and clearing many obstructions in my way. It would be next to impossible for me to find a similarly easy but high-paying job in the city. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Are these two friends of yours? You, here for some formal business?
Yes. These two are my partners. What happened at the Opera House made us realize that Lenny's case and my father's may be related. We're trying to reinvestigate the details of my father's old case.
Ah, I get it. You think there might be more to the case now that we know people can be dissolved into water, right? I was also flabbergasted when I first heard of it.
Flabbergasted. Never
If you
trust
want to
someone
go
who
to the
says
original files
flabbergasted.
from your father's case, I can help you look for them.
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Actually, I have another question. Do you have the authority to dispatch Gardamex?
Of course. Without them, I couldn't possibly handle Poisson on my own. Why do you ask? We definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's case.
Well, you see, just recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered Gardamex in the city. So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something against me, all you would need to do is get rid of the mecha serial numbers and send them after
She's
me.
making it too obvious. Oh my gosh.
Then you think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching Mecha is very different.
Don't
from
make it so
controlling it.
obvious, Navia.
If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook, but not to massage your shoulders or carry your baggage. If you try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. The same goes for me and my Gardamex. Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think. There are a lot of complex steps to it, and it's almost impossible to keep it a secret. So I can promise you,
Almost
those
impossible.
Mecha were definitely private units. They're certainly not cheap. So whoever their owner is must be super rich, powerful, or both. Now that you mention it, though, being in the synth business would definitely be profitable enough to afford this.
Makes sense.
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
No, he's not. Are you stupid? Navia. Uh-huh.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Navia.
No.
Jokes aside, I'd like to wish you all the best with your investigation. I'll be staying in the city for a little while, so just come find me if you need any support from the guards.
I don't trust him. I don't trust him. Are you serious? I don't trust him. He could say anything about them and you would believe it. He could be like, yeah, it's so hard to remove the serial number. Like, nobody could do it. Like, yeah, it's crazy, dude. And you'd be like, yeah, sure, for sure, for sure. Like, what? No, don't believe him. Okay, where's this last person? I mean, one of these people has to be guilty. I still think it was the second guy. I pressed the drop button.
Hello.
I don't know.
How may I help you?
I don't know
I'm
if I'll
here to see
die.
Marcel. Could you please let him know? You can just say Navia's looking for him.
Sure. I will let him know right away.
Ah, Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as young as I used to be, so my legs are giving out a bit.
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Marcel. There's no need to stress. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about what happened in the Opera House. I'm sure you saw everything too, right?
Look at the dog in the
Yes,
back.
I've never seen anything so strange.
Oh, you were at the Opera House too?
That's right. I went there with Navia to see the magic show. Who knew it would turn into a whole murder mystery? I also witnessed your marvelous sleuthing work. Quite impressive.
Yeah, he's probably
To beat
nervous.
the Hydro Archon at her own game on her own turf. I can already imagine everyone in Fontaine discussing your exploits over a few glasses of wine.
Okay, so he's very talkative, so he's a little suspicious.
The talk of drunkards.
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is as a nation. Everyone.
Uncle Marcel, you've also noticed that other thing, right? The fact that humans can dissolve in water?
Look at the dog.
Yes. I was reminded of your father's case right away. Is that what you're investigating now?
Exactly.
The dog.
I still don't have much solid proof, but I can sense that the other side has already begun to act.
I like the dog.
And what makes you say that?
We were attacked on Araneus by some unnumbered
Dog.
Garmax. And there was
Dog.
also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea.
If not for the vigilance of my partner, I probably wouldn't even be here talking to you right now.
I mean, if he's a suspect, why are you talking so much?
Too much credit. Wasn't it you who protected us?
Alas, it seems things are heating up again. The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a thing of the past. But rest assured, Navia, Poisson will always remain a safe haven for you. If you're scared, you can always return there. If anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confrérie of Cabriere will use its funds to the last Mora to bring them to justice.
I can provide some of
Thank
my
you,
15
Uncle
million Mora.
But I don't intend to go into hiding. I'm going to strike while the iron's hot.
She seems
Do you
like
have
for
any new
for
thoughts on
sus
my father's case?
dog. For suspects.
Ah,
She's like
about
giving
that.
way too much information.
Sorry, my age is catching up with me, so it'll take me a while to recall my memory. The Confrérie was responsible for that banquet, so I was out and about the whole time making sure things were running smoothly.
I didn't even have the time to drink with the guests.
That's
Then
convenient.
I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest was history.
Yeah, we don't believe that.
Oh, it's okay. No need to push yourself. We'll ask around some more. See if there are any valuable clues elsewhere.
Sounds good. Just let me know if you ever need Mora. All my wealth comes from Callus's patronage and support. I'll spend however much it takes to clear his...
Yeah, I'm sure it comes from that and not drugs. Okay. Find Navia. She up here? Oh, guess she's up here.
We've talked to all 3 suspects. Purely based...
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
I think they did.
I suppose that's to be expected, though. If a single conversation's all that's needed to find them out, then my father wouldn't have needed to investigate the case for so many years. Anyway, even though we didn't make a breakthrough, let's still compile what we were able to find.
Okay.
But where should we start?
Jacques' motive.
You're right. Flora mentioned that Callus probably only ended up with the gun because of circumstance. That makes sense.
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered, and that he had no choice before he left home that day. If I had to guess, he probably received an order from the synth boss to kill my father. Had he refused, he and his family's lives would have been forfeit.
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
If I was Jacques, I wouldn't have fired a shot at all.
Oh? And why is that?
Could he have guaranteed his safety after killing Callus? Could he have guaranteed his family's safety after killing Callus?
Oh, that's a good point. Jacques probably already knew that he was just being used as a tool for murder. And once he had completed his mission, he'd be of no more use to his boss.
So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the order and seek protection from my father.
Seems the third person was the one who derailed everything.
Makes sense. But without evidence, that's still
Super
just a theory.
sleuthing.
Besides Jacques, the attack from the Gardamex has been bothering me quite a bit as well. It's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after the secret of the primordial seawater was revealed.
Do you think he knew, even then, that we'd follow this lead to the end?
What'd you miss? Where did
Given
you leave
everything
off?
That's happened since.
Depends on where
it's quite
you
possible.
left off.
But who among the 3 suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex?
Theory, right?
Theory, you say? Huh. It is possible that he's figured out a way, but I didn't feel like he was lying when he was talking to us about the mecha. I also don't think he'd be able to keep that kind of tampering under wraps.
Yeah. Had he actually tampered with the
So we
mecha,
talked to the
we'd
3
be able to
suspects.
prove it with a simple check of the guard's
I
inventory.
don't
If
like
the
this
mecha
guy,
was
but
taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find out when and how
so basically, who do we think could have controlled the robots that attacked us? And so number 1, Florent, he was a really nice guy. So he was really nice, he was really sweet, and he seemed to really like her dad. And he gave us a lot of hints about the murder that night. The second guy I already clicked, Thierry. He's a guard. Listen, he can control the mecha. I don't know why they don't think he's suspicious. I think he's the most obvious one, but maybe too obvious. And the last one, Marcel, he says he can't remember anything, which is also suspicious. And he said he was out and about that day. But for controlling the mecha, I guess the only thing that makes him suspicious is that he says he has a lot of Mora, which Thierry said in order to control that many mecha, you'd have to have them made. And in order to have them made, you have to be rich. So I guess Marcel.
Uncle Marcel?
I guess this is the answer.
My father did really trust him. And they worked together on a large number of projects. Maybe that's how he got to know Jacques. And with funds from the Confrérie, he could also afford a large number of Gardamex. Still really hard for me to imagine, though. After all, Uncle Marcel has been around since I was just a child.
See, so I guess the old
Also,
man
wouldn't
paid
this
for
mean he has
it.
been spending a whole lot of mora and energy to fight his own synth business?
Maybe it was someone. Okay, well, maybe it was someone else. Okay, what? Florent? No, he was my last choice.
Florent?
Florent?
It is true that he was closest to my father, and thus had the best chance of learning about his dealings with Jacques. But as Spina di Rosula's advisor, his work mostly deals with personnel and security, so he shouldn't have much means when it comes to finances.
So you're saying he's too broke to afford a mecha army?
Exactly. He can't. And even if he could, I don't think he would be able to dispatch a whole group so quickly. Who could it be?
So who's the answer? Who's the? I don't understand. Jeez. Oh, I have to pick someone. Well. Arrest every. Yeah, just get rid of every. Okay, so my first opinion is I don't think Florent is guilty. Go for someone with the brighter feature. I don't think it was. Oh. Why am I missing Florent? Oh. So here's the thing. Theory, I don't like him because he can control the robots. Like, why are they not understanding that? He has access to the robots. And he said it's hard to erase the serial number, but it's not impossible. So why are we not considering that? Like, hello? Isn't that obvious? He says only the sufficiently rich. Okay. Well, he works in the city. Are you telling me, like, okay, it's just suspicious. But Marcel, he says he can't remember anything. He's kind of old and senile, not to be ageist. But he can't remember anything and he has a lot of money. So eat the rich. So, I don't know. I just don't like Thierry. I just decided I hate this guy and now I just want to arrest him just because I hate him. It's probably Marcel, but I just hate Thierry. And I don't want it to be Florent because I like him. I mean, he was passionate and he gave information. He was like, I saw Palace's gun on the table before he went out and I did this and this happened. Like, why would you give so much information on the case if you were guilty? You would just be like, I don't know. Or, yeah, you know, something happened. Blah, 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 blah. I don't think it was him. Irrelevant. I don't think it's him. I think it's Thierry or Marcel. Now, I have personal beef with Thierry. I hate him. I don't like Thierry. I don't like his face. I don't like his attitude. But what a kerfuffle. But Marcel is the leader of this. He was the organizer of the banquet years prior. And then always maintained a close worker. Though his recollection of events of the case is quite foggy, he is willing to defend Navia. Arrest his ass then. What if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong? You know what? I'm going to select the one I hate. Okay, you know what? F it. I was wrong. No.
If you think everything through, Uncle Marcel is indeed the most suspicious of them all.
Could we be missing?
I was right.
Malus didn't know about the people turning into water thing when he
I was right. I was right. I don't care what anyone says. I was right. I was right.
Malus has always been very
Yeah, it was the old
reliable,
man.
and his judgment of others' trustworthiness has been fair and well considered.
When he laid out his case for the three, the rationale he gave me made a lot of sense as well. The suspect is
I'm mad.
knowledgeable about the Spina's internal affairs.
He'd die
has
of a
the
heart
means
attack.
to dispatch Mecha to assassinate us, and possesses significant intellect and foresight. Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things could all tie back to Uncle Marcel.
Unless he's wearing an old man's mask. And he's not that old. Dun, dun, dun. He is someone who's very close to you after all. I mean, he's your quote-unquote uncle.
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
The synth production base.
Yes, Malus did say that charging straight in there would be extremely risky. But we don't have any other options right now. We need far more solid proof before we can hope to go charging in on our enemy.
Oh, so we're gonna...
Navia,
Okay.
here you are.
Oh! But
I've been looking for you.
he's here. He's here. He's here. I don't like you. I don't like you.
Aren't you the guy from the guards? Did something happen?
Fight him. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him.
Yeah. News came from Irenaeus just after you left. We've got another trial on our hands.
Wasn't that place built specifically for holding trials? What's so newsworthy about this one?
This is the guy.
I know.
The
They
one
say
I
the
didn't
person
like.
they're putting on trial is a Fatui harbinger called Tartaglia.
Tartaglia! Child?
What? Is that someone you know?
Oh, so we have to go save his butt?
We know him. Maybe even a little too well.
He's been accused of being the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
Can't we just...
It's absurd,
leave
don't
him?
you think?
Can't we just... He's fine. He's fine. Child is fine. Why do we have to help him? He's got it. He's got it. He's got it. Yeah, look at this stupid little face. You want to funny punch in his face.
Wait, how? None of our investigations have had anything to do with him.
Duh. Interesting point. We were talking about raiding the base, and he ran up telling us to go to this trial. No one finds that suspicious? Please, come on. I am right. I am right. Why does no one listen to me? I am so right.
That's what I thought was strange about it, so I came to tell you the news right away.
Yeah, I'm sure you did, because we were about to storm your base, weren't we?
If the charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the guards to support any of our planned investigations.
Right, because they'll think they've already found the culprit.
Yeah, and it'll be a lot harder then to clear Mr. Callus's name.
Mm-hmm, I'm sure you'd like that.
I understand.
Do we really have to go?
What do you think we should do? We still haven't found any conclusive evidence.
Where's the let child handle himself? No, add a new option. Let child handle himself. I don't want to deal with him, please.
Huh? Split up? What do you mean?
You can go to the Aranyas while I'll go investigate that place.
Just as expected of my partner. Since this is a trial about the serial disappearances case, the culprit's attention will be focused on Irenaeus, leaving his home base wide open.
So is it really smart to break up? I don't know. This... No one's making... I'm the only one who makes sense.
You're right. This is our best opportunity.
My fish brain is in
All right,
overdrive.
then. Let's do this. I'll stall them at the Opera House and charge Marcel as the true culprit. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to you to make it back in time and hand the decisive evidence to me.
Leave it to me.
We'll help you, just like you helped us in Lenny's trial.
Demoiselle, please allow us to accompany you.
I'm ready.
Ah, Malou, Silver. When did you two get here?
We heard that you'll be leaving Poisson and figured that you might require our assistance.
I like Silver. He looks really cool. Silver is my type of dude. Look at that. Blue hair. Blue hair. Blue hair, period.
It's our hope that your confidence will be bolstered with the two of us by your side.
Thank you so much. Then, let's make haste for Irenaeus. Paimon, Traveler, I'll see you at the Opera House.
See you then!
Suspect analysis. Okay. There's only one person who can have a large number of guard mechs in his possession and run the synth business without leaving traces. This person is none other than Marcel.
Now that Navia has set out for Aranias, we should also get going.
Why am I?
The location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over.
Oh. Whoa, why is there so much going on here? And why am I down here? Why am I down here? And why is there so much going on here? Hold on, I want to see, why is there this chest over here? Ah. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh. Oh, it disappeared. Ow. Okay. Okay. Mother. And who hit me? Was it this bird? Take that.
Time to go.
I'll be taking that. I'm just healing up. I'm not trying to do anything. Yeah, I'll get to this later. Mm-hmm. There's a bucket. I do want to see... oh, it's the fishing. Oh. Okay. Okay, I did the thing. Okay.
Time to go.
Oh.
Brings a smile to my face.
I got 2 of those. I assume this one is all the way over there. I think this puzzle one is all the way on the ship or over there is my guess. I can use my fantastic sight to do it. Why? I'm just gonna...
Embrace the ice.
There is no escape.
Just gonna do this real quick. Get some of this.
Clouds high. The birds call. Into the wind.
Gonna take some of that.
Faithful offering.
Faithful offering. Thank you. Okay. Let's do the puzzle later.
Time to go.
Time to go. Thank you, Kazuha. That was very inspirational. I feel inspired. Sounded like he said take it off, but I don't think he said that. Okay, we're on the beach.
Huh. According to Malusa's info, the synth production base is underwater.
Oh.
Let's go and try to find the entrance.
Too shallow. Okay, let's go a little bit deeper. There we go. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Please don't attack me. Who is trying to attack me? Don't do that. Don't do that, please. Don't attack me. I would appreciate it if you don't. Oh? How am I going to talk to Paimon underwater?
Finally found it.
What? Huh?
So this is the entrance that leads to the synth production base.
What?
It sure doesn't seem out of the ordinary at all.
Nani? How are we talking underwater? Okay, look at this crab. Look at him. Well, they don't want it to stand out. Yes, but I'm sure what we find inside will be extraordinary.
You're right. An important place like this is bound to have a ton of protective measures and mechanisms. Navia's probably arguing up a storm right now to stall for us.
Meanwhile, okay. Let's see what's happening with Child. Ah. Sounds like funeral music.
That I must repeat my question again, Mr. Tartaglia. Do you accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand your country's complicated court system or the reason why I'm being charged with something I've never even heard of. However,
I don't know.
Hear that people
He said,
who have
I
been
don't know.
charged can choose to participate in a duel to clear their name. Is that right? In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all-out fight with that champion duelist Clorend, right?
Gosh, he has such a
I've got to admit,
thing for
that's one
fighting.
of the most enticing offers I've ever received.
Child, please.
When I privately sparred with her
You
last
freaky
time,
freak.
She was obviously holding back. Real disappointing.
You little freak.
Don't you understand?
My wife.
You're currently the prime suspect for a major case. This isn't the place for you to be looking for fights.
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon wants to lecture me on the ways of the Opera House. Then why don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of student that learns best in the heat of battle.
Child, shut up.
No. That's not what I meant.
Shut up,
Alas,
child.
It would appear that communication with the defendant is going poorly, and we have made very little progress. In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again.
I can't with him.
The goal of this trial is to determine the culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
That case had nothing to do with him. You've got the wrong man.
Huh? What's going on? Why is she interjecting again?
I told you it couldn't be one of the Fatui harbingers.
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings. I only tolerated your behavior last time because you were able to provide the court with a key eyewitness. But that was an exception rather than standard court protocol.
Nouvelette.
I can very well charge you
The
with
Otter
contempt
Man.
of court for your interjections.
Oh, please. Did you ever think I had any respect for this place's pointless theatrics?
Oh.
We can put that discussion
Ooh.
aside for now. I'm not here to
She's
argue
getting
with
spicy.
you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default. Correct?
I can explain.
Oh, a young lady has charged in and offered to clear my name. How fascinating.
I just love how Child is
I'd
just
gotten
so
half bored
over
to
it.
death by all these rules and procedures anyway.
He's like, I'm
So
just.
I'll take you up on that
He's
offer.
like, I'm just here to fight people.
So,
I don't
Your
know.
Honor, is there nothing else for me to do now?
He's like, I'm just
You
here
may
to
take a
fight.
seat
I
for
don't
now in the
care.
audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted.
I want to see the fight scene. Just let the
Now
boy
then,
fight.
Miss Navia,
Just.
who is the person you would like to charge instead?
Ah.
That person is...
The Shock's family? The Shock's family. Should we... the victims... The guy who... One of the... Did he die? Callus is a Shock's family. Let's... His poor wife. Eerie. I want to click it so bad. I know it's wrong. Don't do it, Moki. Don't do it, Moki. Don't do it. Just come on. Okay.
Marcel!
Lame.
Of Cabriere!
Lame.
Never heard of them in my life.
Lame.
I've heard of them, but
Lame.
weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Hey, why is she
Please
so
let
happy?
me remind you, Miss Navia, that charging someone is an incredibly serious matter. Committing to the charge also means taking on the legal responsibilities associated with it.
I did the right
If
thing.
the charge
Ugh.
fails, depending on the circumstances, you may also be charged with the crime of making a false accusation. Knowing this, do you still wish to charge this man?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
In that
okay.
case, I declare the charge to be valid. Miss Navia and attorneys, please take your places on the court.
Wow, no collecting evidence, nothing. They
Members
just
of the guards,
jump right in.
please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial. Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney. Is that correct?
Apologies. It all just happened so quickly. I still haven't figured out what's going on. I think an attorney won't be necessary. This is probably just a misunderstanding between me and Navia.
Very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navia, please present your charges.
I
But
would like to take
they
everyone
just
back
dragged
to
him
3
in?
years ago, to the case of Callus the Unfaithful. Only through elucidating what really happened in that case can we connect all the dots for the serial disappearances case.
Navia, do you really think that I was the one who killed your father? Come on, why would I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun. If that's enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at that banquet a suspect as well?
3 years ago and he can't remember, he said?
Point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't even have the big picture yet. Even I'm struggling to remember some details of that case.
Suddenly he remembers. He said he didn't
correct, Your
remember.
Honor. I must refresh everyone's memory about that case before I can explain my charge and reasoning.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage.
Do I remember what I did 3 years ago? No.
On the day of the murder,
But
Spina di Rosula
I'm
hosted a large
fish-brained,
banquet in a countryside
so it's
estate
different.
owned by the Confrérie of Cabriere.
That's different. I have a fish brain. I'm literally, look at me. I made of water, okay? Okay, on the day of the murder, Spina held a banquet in the countryside estate. I'm rubbing my eye out. Do you remember what you did 3 years ago?
During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus, holding a
He
gun,
dead.
while his acquaintance, Jacques, lay dead from a gunshot wound. The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they concluded that the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jacques' life. The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and also declined to defend himself in court. Instead, he chose to prove his innocence through
Your
a duel.
duel.
Callus was defeated by champion duelist Clarand in the ensuing duel, and soon succumbed to the injuries.
Okay.
These are the known facts about the case.
Known facts. Well, these are the way you think are the facts. Nouvelet. I like his name.
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And even so, Jacques still had no reason to pull the trigger. In truth, the third person shot Jacques first, and was shot in turn by my father when my father seized the gun from him. After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water, erasing all traces of him from the scene. Thank you for the summary, Your Honor. Of course. However, we should revisit the case now that we've gained new information about the abilities of water from the primordial sea.
Okay, so now Navia's turn. So the banquet on the day of the murder, owned by, okay, so there, I don't think there's any loopholes in this. This sounds pretty good. 2 gunshots, loopholes.
Something's not
So...
The testimony of the victim's family confirms that Jacques had thoughts of assassinating Callus when he set out for the banquet.
Good.
However, in the end, he reconsidered and instead shared everything with Callus, hoping to seek the latter's protection. Unfortunately for Jacques, the true culprit had already considered
That's
this
right.
possibility.
Get him, girl.
And had sent out another assassin.
When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect Callus holding the gun while his acquaintance Jacques lay dead on the gunshot wound. Based on the investigation done then, there's no else anyone could have done the deed and escaped. It is now starting Callus done up moreover. Is there any loopholes there? Seawater? No.
This assassin first
There
shot
we go.
Jacques, then turned to shoot Callus, only for Callus to wrestle
I
the
knew
gun
there was
from
something
him
that
and
there
kill
had to be
him
another
instead.
person there. Yeah. So there was a third person. The guards' investigation did not recover other firearms from the scene. Suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second shot must have taken Jacques alive. But it turns out there's a method. Yeah. Primordial seed. There you go. I'm
The
so
guards
good.
once believed they were used by
God, I'm
Jacques
so
as a
smart.
costume to disguise himself.
I liked
But
feeling
now
smart.
It is clear that the clothes were proof that there was a third person at the scene, and that they were turned
It's rare.
into water.
It's
after
rare, but it
committing the murder.
happens.
Since it was raining that day, the culprit was confident that they could use the rain to wash away all traces of their dissolved accomplice. Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe Callus was responsible for Jacques' murder. This is the true version of events.
I'm not smart often, but when I am, I'm very smart, and I will make sure to say it. Heck yeah. Look at me refuting this. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at it's tilting towards blue. Blue is the winner. Yeah, nouvellette. What you gotta say about that?
Ah, so that's what happened. Wait, you're telling me something as dangerous as water from the primordial sea has been used for all these years?
What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives. I guess they didn't shoot each other after all.
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime. You should provide a rebuttal if you wish to prove your innocence.
Ah, but I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
Oh.
Then, may I ask some questions? In my opinion,
Farina, my queen.
we primarily need to determine two things. One, do you have the evidence to back up your claim?
I'm afraid not. At least not at this very moment.
But shut
Don't have
up.
evidence, you should just go home.
Oh, how
I may
rude.
not have the evidence with me,
That's
but I
so
know where I could go
mean.
to collect it. If we look up the deserted clothes against a record of people who went missing around the same time, we should be able to find a match. Considering the serial disappearances case, the guards probably kept careful records of all missing persons from around that time, regardless of age or gender.
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette, I would consider this to be a reasonable investigative direction.
Oh, she's so beautiful. Look at her.
I feel like Farina's acting a little differently today.
Maybe because...
Maybe she's scared of embarrassing herself again?
Oh, that's true.
Alternatively, she's become more diligent after charging an innocent citizen in the last trial.
I love Farina. She's so beautiful.
My second question has to do with the ensuing duel. If the truth is indeed as you described, then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in court? If he had testified that a person had been dissolved, he could have at least mounted a defense.
I
Well,
thought about this too, and the answer is actually pretty simple. He felt there were things that were more important to him. The dissolving power of water from the primordial sea is an important secret for the true culprit of the serial disappearances case. My father could have exposed it for all to see, but he chose to take it to the grave. At that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire straits, and his reputation had already been shattered. He had no guarantee that going forward with the truth would allow the culprit to be brought to justice. What was certain, however, was that it would paint a gigantic target on my back.
Boss once told me that Demoiselle had already been selected as the next target of the serial disappearance.
Oh, they're so smart. Farina.
If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with Espina right there and then. I wouldn't have been the only one in danger. All of us would have stood to lose our lives.
Look at her hair.
Of course,
That's crazy.
the guards
It's like a jellyfish
might
hair.
eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we were in the right. But what good would that do? How can a hollow verdict protect anyone? Had this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice,
Ooh.
Spina di Rosula would have had no reason to exist. But by staying silent, we retain the ability to
Calling
deter
them
our
out.
opponents and continue the stalemate. I was able to become Spina di Rosula's president, which made me harder to target, as well as giving me more time to grow and learn. And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, I will do what this opera house cannot, and restore my father's truth and honor back to him.
So, you mean to say, your father intended to die in
Look
the
at her
duelist's
eyes.
ring?
That's right.
But yeah, see, people would rather die than
have
listen to
any
your
proof?
verdict. Do you have any
Of
proof?
course.
Of course. Oh.
All you need is to ask his opponent, Clarand.
Big busty.
I don't need your apology, your guilt, or your support from the shadows. You don't have to do anything for my sake. But since he entrusted his will to you, Clarand, you should tell us the truth about his sacrifice.
So, during the duel, did you believe that Callus was intending to die?
Yes, I did. As a champion duelist, I fought many
Jesus.
battles and taken a countless number of dishonored lives. In my line of work,
Her chest.
I've
I
seen
can't.
all
I'm
kinds of
sorry.
people give
Oh,
their all
yeah.
for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others passionate, and some even manic and twisted. Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a
Wow.
champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are good grounds to reopen this case.
Dang, that's
I concur.
sad.
However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case and the serial disappearances case.
Right? What she said was fascinating.
Oh, the
but
audience needs
kind
to
of
really
beside
be
the
quiet.
point.
They're so annoying.
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases are connected via a matter of timing. In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jacques and Callus. As a result, they planned to act after hearing 2 gunshots. And at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of being identified. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene. Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet and the trial.
Ooh.
Suspected me.
Interesting.
Even after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it a little preposterous. I'm used to it, though. You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia. It's one of your most endearing traits.
So he's trying to play the like I care about you card, and she's like,
No
no.
need to appeal to pathos.
I won't try to refute your points one by one, but even if everything you just said was true, can you prove that I was the only person present at both events? On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't someone remotely monitor the place?
Know what she can say to that.
No.
I know that.
Oh
even
my
with
gosh.
that, you might still think you can reduce the list of suspects with some further investigations until I'm the only one left on the list. Alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder from a girl you see as your own daughter? But if I were to dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Ah well, let Uncle Marcel teach you another lesson.
I say we duel him.
Do you know what
He's
the biggest
spitting.
flaw in your reasoning is?
I say we
suppose you're
duel
gonna
him
tell
right
me
now.
anyways.
Right here, right now. Let's take him down.
Timing again.
Take him downtown.
I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. It's a high-risk action with nothing to gain. In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya when I was young to come to
Snezhnaya,
and
I
work
don't
in
trust
some
him.
trade. My business
Death
only
duel, let's
thrived when
go.
I
Me,
received
Marcel.
Callus's
Come on, let's go.
patronage.
Let's go.
But
Me, you,
the
right here.
disappearances began
Right now.
before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
I do apologize, demoiselle. This was my mistake.
Kidnapping. The women were being kidnapped
It's
and
not your fault.
melted.
Sure he had come prepared.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yes, I want to
Would
fight
you
you.
like to check the date of my first business license against the first known case of the serial
Yeah,
disappearance?
let's do that. Let's do that.
You
Yeah,
can also
yeah,
take
yeah.
a look at my border entry records.
Yeah, sure. Let's do
or
that.
ask my friends
Fine.
and family
Yeah,
when I left
let's do that
Snezhnaya
then.
for the
Let's
first
do
time.
that. Let's do that,
Would those
sassafras.
records and
You
testimonies
want to
do
fight me?
something to appease the unspeakable anguish in your heart?
Sure, let's do that since you want to be so freaking rude to me and say all this. I'm getting mad. I'm mad. I'm mad.
I think
I'm
you've done
mad.
a superb job of dissecting your father's
Oh,
feelings
I'm
as
mad.
he neared the end of his life.
I'm getting mad.
But aren't you going against all of his wishes and
I'm getting
expectations
so
right now?
mad.
He wished for you to become more rational, collected, and conscientious, instead of dwelling only on your own feelings. Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings and to stop rushing headlong into things, you'd have met
I'm
most
mad.
of his
I'm mad.
expectations.
This guy is annoying me. I'm getting really mad. I'm getting really mad. He's
This isn't just about me, and it never has been. The biggest difference between me and the rest of the victims is that I still have the ability to search for the truth. While that same agency has long been taken from them, the people whose families were destroyed by synth abuse, the people who lost their loved ones to the serial disappearances, and the people who suffered tragic ends due to their sense of justice. Many people's images are flashing before my eyes. I'm sure some are coming to those of you in the audience as well. And whose image do you see, Marcel?
Yeah, who do you
Is
see,
it a
Marcel?
man named Vache?
Vache.
Oh, so you do know that name.
I got chills.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Okay. Wow. That's crazy. Let's see. Oh. I just wanted to see if I could go in there. Okay. Why does this say wet? Of course it's wet. It's water. What is this? Party setup. I mean, I like my... I'm happy. Oh, this is giving me a chance to change my party setup. Should I change it? I don't... I was just gonna do my regular rotation. Just gonna stick to my regular rotation, I guess. I mean, there's nothing else really. Oh, swirly.
The
Ooh.
floor is going up.
Going up.
Is it because of this mechanism in the middle?
Whoa.
That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place.
Okay. This is a beautiful domain. Ooh. An aquarium. This is nice. Look at this. This is really nice.
Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up.
Yeah, I think we have to go down. Let's go in here. Let's see. Okay. And then... Oh, that's just a shield? No. Wow. Is there anything behind it? Just checking for chests. Oh. And another swirly McGirly. And here we go. We go up. Or we don't go up. We just open the mechanism. Aha! So we swim up.
The water level is rising. Now we can swim to the top. But this is still a ways away from where we need to go.
Okay, very nice. Very cool.
One with nature.
Billowing surge. Allow.
Oh.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Inazuma shines eternal. Love it. And then now you. What are we gonna do with you? Get some super conduct in there. Oh.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. The wind knows me.
Oh, I'm so glad I did not use her Q. Because I would have wasted that. Strong. I like my team. I like my team a lot. Okay, let's go up. Or is it going to open the door? Is it going to go up? Oh, no, it's going to rise the water. I don't know why this kind of reminds me of Child's Story Quest, was it? The little factory thing. Like, does this not remind you of it a little bit? It kind of reminds me of it a little bit. With like the factory and the like tool. Oh, whoa. Like the steampunk-ish. This is a really nice base, though, for a secret enemy base. Oh. Go fast. I don't know. Are they going to open? Are they going to open? Whee! Do they open? They don't open. Oh.
So rude.
Now you shall perish.
Oh, when do you get the dogs? Where these dogs come from?
Illusion shattered.
Allow me.
Okay, let's end this.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Oh, he dodged it? What?
There is no escape.
There. Sorry, doggy. Okay. And then we go this way. Whee! So this is a drug factory? This is a very nice drug factory. This is a very nice drug factory you got here.
After all that, we finally made it to the innermost sanctum. Though, as expected, the mastermind isn't here.
He's being charged by Navia as we speak.
That's right. Then let's hurry up and find some evidence so we can get back to the opera house and...
Help Navia. Okay.
What's all this? Aw, it's a bunch of really cute things.
Cute things.
Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box.
Also, it's the victim stuff.
Oh, Paimon sees it too, but why are all these cute
Yeah,
things
they probably
labeled
belong
with
to the
different
victims.
girls' names? Huh? You mean the girls from the serial disappearances? They were brought here, and then they were turned into water, and all the boxes of things. These names.
That's really creepy. So that's... They took all the victim stuff and just hid it down there? Missing person's possessions. That's so creepy. Okay. Let's come over here. Examine bottles. This is primordial sea bottle. Wait, primordial sea bottles, right? We saw this in the oh, synth. Oh. Get some free drugs.
Bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the primordial sea. Mixing in progress. Ready to drink?
Free drugs. Yay.
Huh. They've also got all the synth pretty clearly labeled. Whoa, there's even fruit-flavored synth?
Well, that definitely proves that this is where they produce synth.
Yep, it's super obvious.
Okay. Bookshelf.
Let's see what's written here. Nothing escapes Detective Paimon's eyes.
Callus.
Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be an investigation report on him.
It's probably related to his and Jacques' case.
Yep, it's about finding someone to assassinate Jacques and Callus because of a lack of confidence that Jacques himself would go through with it.
Wow.
This should prove the existence of the third person, right?
I mean, pretty obvious.
We still have not determined the exact content of the key information Callus has passed on to certain members of his organization. The old dog's a real menace to deal with. Even if he abides by the promise he's made to us, he will still have the upper hand. He can act whenever he wants to make our lives miserable. The only option left is to remove him from the picture entirely.
That's horrible.
Let's send someone to kill him. He won't declare war as long as we don't touch Navia.
So that proves her point pretty much exactly.
Like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups.
They planned this well in advance.
They're all just so evil.
So now we have Callus's investigation report. I think there's one more I saw back here. No. So we got the bookshelf. Pool.
Oh, look! There's an important-looking basin over here, and it's full of water.
And this must be the water from the primordial sea. How creepy.
Make all the synth, and that special water is the main ingredient. If you dilute it with normal water, you'll get synth, but the pure stuff can dissolve a human. Paimon will take notes on this incriminating evidence.
That's so primordial. Blah, blah, blah. Primordial sea water pool. I almost said primordial pool water sea. Okay. Oh. Experiment table.
What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place for research. Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's research conclusions on the primordial sea and use his theory as a foundation to achieve a breakthrough.
Ooh.
The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Female specimens 22, 23, and 24 were dissolved.
That's so creepy. Aww. Calm down, Paimon.
Sorry, Traveler. Paimon will try her best. It's just that Paimon's never read something so scary before.
I mean, Surumi Island, but okay.
That terrible in such a matter-of-fact tone. You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going.
I mean, the Surumi Island literally sacrificing children, but yes, okay, that's okay. The goal of the researcher is to save his lover, a woman called who has dissolved.
So that's why he did all of these experiments. Wait, did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane!
There's another name here, Vache. Vache.
Heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case.
No, he is the researcher. What?
You mean Vache is the one who did all of these...
What?
experiments?
But didn't it hit... So he dissolved his lover? Yes, he signed off on a bunch of experiment reports. The voice I heard from the fountain was probably...
So that's it. Vache was no victim, but personally took his lover and... No, that's not it either.
That's so sad.
Why would he want people to resurface from the water?
There must be more to this than meets... Oh, I'm literally going to cry if that's... Oh my god. That's so sad. Like, imagine loving someone, and they, like, dissolve you in a science experiment, and you spend your life as, like, a water being, missing them and telling them not to worry about you. Like, that's so sad. What the heck? We need the full story, because this is really sad.
Almost everything here, and it seems like our theories were spot on. But...
Who really is this Vache?
Yeah, we haven't found anything that reveals his true identity. No wonder even Nervalette wasn't able to find anything. Whoever it is probably destroyed everything to do with that name a long time ago. That way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the true culprit.
Clever, but maybe not clever enough. Let's look again.
Sure thing. Paimon won't admit defeat to this guy either.
Look for clues related to Vache. Nothing here. One of these might have belonged to the Oceanid. If we knew her, did we know her real name? Did she tell us her name? I can't remember.
Nothing at all. And Paimon can't even find snacks either. Whoa, really? What Paimon see? Vinier. Isn't that Vache's lover's name?
Oh yeah, Vinier.
Then you found her diary. Let's see. Aw. It's just a normal diary chronicling their love story.
She was so sweet, too. Oh, Paimon feels even worse for her now.
Take a look at this page. She made a list of baby names. Oh, not yet, but even worse. We found out Vache killed his lover, and we found her diary of the girl he killed. And look, she even made a list of baby names. I'm gonna cry. Oh.
So many! A whole page's worth! But they're all crossed out.
What? It's so sad.
The final
He
name
just
she
killed
decided
her?
on was Marcel.
Wait.
But Marcel's pretty old. Has this
So
house
he's
been
the
going
son
on
of the
for so long
Oceanid
that
and
he's
Vache?
Vache and Vinier's grown son?
Let's go, Paimon.
Hey! Paimon still hasn't figured it out
So
yet.
Vache killed his wife, his lover. A notebook belonging to a lady named Visioneer, blah, blah. So she was the Oceanid. She records many stories of her time with her lover, Vache. Vache, who allegedly melted her in one of his experiments. On one of the pages, she prepared many names for their future child. Oh. And she settled on, in the end on the name Marcel. Oh my. Oh my god. I hate this game. This is so
And whose
sad.
image do you see, Marcel?
Whose image
Is
do
it
you
a man
see?
named Vache?
Your father.
Oh, so you do know that name.
Oh my
Really surprised
gosh.
you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Navia! We're back!
As expected of my partner. I just knew you'd return in the nick of time.
So now we're back into the court.
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules of this court?
Ah, shut up, Duvelet.
It's all right, Monsieur Nervalette.
Farina, my
Given their
homegirl.
confidence,
Yes.
I expect they've found the crucial evidence.
Oh, Farina. Yes, this is why I love you, Farina. You let us break the rules. You say you've never heard of Vache, but he's your father. What's that TV
But
show
the
where it's like
truth of
you...
it, Marcel, is that you've always been Vache.
Oh.
Huh?
Wait, what? Oh, what?
Investigated
Wait,
your
what?
lair and we already know everything.
Oh, it's not his dad.
After your lover, Vinier, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you. You even created Marcel as a new identity and destroyed all records of your past as Vache.
Oh, I thought it was his dad.
That's it.
Uh-huh.
Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been established.
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel, do you know where you went wrong? You fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away, instead of paying attention to the living people around you.
Wow.
So, you never noticed how we changed, or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Or our determination to see things through.
No, I love Silver.
Your determination.
Oh, so I thought it was his father, but no, it was Marcel.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself. Otherwise, the trial will move on to the next stage.
Do you really think I wanted to do any of this? Pay attention to you? What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me.
So it sounds like the court failed a lot of people, to be honest.
Can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vinier's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all. Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. All those who were dissolved are gone forever. You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice, your beloved drama, while turning a blind eye to the suffering of the people. Vignier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes,
I'd want my wife to kill a bunch of people to bring me
but
back.
I'm not from this blasted place, so I can't be dissolved.
It is a little romantic, I'll say. Oh, what's he doing?
Is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I mean, he did it to bring people back, but
Can't dissolve.
would I love you if you were a worm? Yes. I would put you in a little cage and keep you by my bed
I can't go.
and feed you
Follow. So if I can't go where
whatever
she is,
worms eat.
what choice do I have but to try to bring her back?
Of course.
I did all of that, and in the end, that accursed callus still got the better of me.
Oh, the cursed callus.
My entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter at the very end.
So is he gonna dissolve or what?
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please restrain him.
Why didn't you restrain him when he drank the water?
Don't anybody come near me. I still need to save Vignier. I promise. We made a promise. Vignier. Please, Vignier. Don't think
Aww.
badly of me. All
He
I
loved
have to do
her.
is
That's so
fulfill my
sad.
promise.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no
Where
longer
is
have
child?
any
Did child
basis.
just leave? Is he still there?
Fine
Oh,
by
there
me.
he is.
I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
I want to see him fight.
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth behind the serial disappearances case. The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vacher and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Vignier.
Is that the Mondstadt
During
clothing?
an underwater expedition,
No.
Vignier accidentally
Maybe?
came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in front of Vacher as a result.
Oh.
Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vignier back to life. To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson.
Interesting.
During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria, and began to manufacture and market synth. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rosula. After exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, Vacher decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect. by
Vacher,
dissolving the
you are
assassin
such a
he
bad
sent to the sea.
person, and I thought you were a good
And
person.
just recently, Vacher attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method. However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vacher's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all.
Wow. Then the crowd goes wild.
The oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against
Watch it
Mr.
just
Vacher.
break, like so guilty it breaks. Verdict, death. Death. Death to them all.
According to the judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale, Mr. Vacher is guilty.
Okay, well, yeah, okay. I mean, I think we, yeah, I mean, well, I mean.
Take Vacher away.
Sachet away.
Good. It's what he deserves.
With that, the serial disappearances case is over now.
We really just witnessed history. Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a polite and well-spoken guy?
innocent people, and now he's finally getting what he deserves. Huh? Are you okay?
Navia?
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
Thank you, Silver. I love you, Silver.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now, knowing justice has been served.
Yeah. Yeah. It's finally.
Oh, I wish I could hug Navia. This must be a lot for her.
To you guys. And my partner. See, Papa? Spina di Rosula's still doing well with me at the
Aww.
Well, now, hasn't this been a most delicious
Oh, yeah, child's
piece
still
of
here.
drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served, past wrongs have been righted, and it's a big ol' happy ending. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way. I've still
Okay,
got
well,
some
he's like,
business
I'm
to
out.
attend to. So,
Bye.
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
Oh, no. You relax.
What now? None of this has anything to do with me.
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
Oh, come on. Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time for side characters like me to exit
What if
stage
it comes
left?
back guilty for him?
Please respect the laws of Fontaine.
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right? Let's just get this over with.
Is he gonna be... What?
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was
what?
just held, it has been established that Mr. Tartaglia has no direct connection to the serial disappearances case. The guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical. We now turn to the oratrice.
Okay, let's see it. Let's see. Is he gonna be guilty?
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Tartaglia is guilty.
The heck?
Hey! That's not funny. Didn't you just say I'm supposed to be innocent?
That's...
What's with this verdict?
Huh?
Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Huh? This has never happened before. The Oratrice actually returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
Yeah, what the heck? He got...
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger?
I
Do you
mean...
think the Oratrice might have just convicted him on general principle?
I mean, he's guilty in general, sure, but what?
About the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the verdict in this case.
What is going on here?
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale is, by law, the final verdict of the court.
Oh my...
We must
the
accept
heck?
the guilty verdict.
Nani?
Guards, please take the suspect into custody per court protocol.
What the heck? Yeah, no. This is not gonna happen. No.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine.
Oh, here we go.
What
Here
a
we go.
joke.
Here we go.
You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too.
Oh yeah, here we go. 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 Yeah, here we go. Well, now he's for sure guilty. Oh yeah. Oh man, what's happening? Oh my god, he really said not today. The whoa? Whoa.
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
What? What? He did what now? He just Hulk smashed him into the ground. What's happening?
Hey, Monsieur Novelette, what's going on? Shouldn't they have been cleared already?
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation.
I am shook. What is
However,
happening?
According to the rules established at the conception of Fontaine's
What
court
is Otter
system,
Daddy doing?
The Oratrice's judgment is the final verdict of the court. All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
If even the Chief Justice doesn't know, then we have no choice but to ask the Archon herself.
Why are you looking at me? I had nothing to do with it. I don't know what happened there either. Hey, stop staring at me!
What does Lady Farina mean by that?
She says she has no idea either, but that's impossible. Didn't she create the Oratrice herself?
Aren't you the god?
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can results like this really be called justice?
My dearest citizens, did you really
What's
think
happening?
we'd allow an incorrect verdict to be handed out in this court? Did you really believe that the judgment could be mistaken or be the result of some sort of random mishap? Don't tell me. You thought even I had been blindsided by the Oratrice's result.
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty obvious she had no idea what was going on.
However, given the state of things, I shall give you an explanation. Everything that
I love Farina. I just wish they didn't.
including my supposed
Why did they
shocking
write her as
bafflement,
such like an airhead?
part
A
of an
waterhead.
elaborate performance,
Like me.
with every action meant to stir
She's like me for real,
drama
but
and excitement.
I want her to be smarter than me. So I can look up to her.
For every performance, there is a script. Everything has unfolded exactly as I expected from the very beginning.
Like, I thought she'd be smarter than me.
The embodiment of the very
But so far, she seems like a waterhead, too.
The Oratrice shall never render an arbitrary judgment. If you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence. Everything he's done, not to mention the danger he poses, are beyond ordinary comprehension and completely unforgivable.
I don't know.
All shall be revealed
I thought
in
she
time.
would be one of my favorite
Come to
gods,
understand
but
my noble intentions, as well as the absolute correctness of the Oratrice's verdict. Now, having said that,
so far I think Nahi does like one of the best gods to live under. She was smart.
for this performance to end.
I mean, this girl's unhinged.
I shall be the first to take my leave. Toodaloo.
She's too much like
So
me,
she
and would I
chose to
trust
make her
myself as
escape
a god of a nation?
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock into what she just said?
She probably just put on that performance to save face. As for the truth, it's unlikely that she actually has any idea.
Like me, would you trust me to be your god? Can I be the god of your nation?
However, please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity. Just as I promised, if the judgment has been incorrect, we will do our utmost to clear his name.
All right.
Thank you, Novelette.
Even though we feel pretty badly for him, we'll take your word for it for now. After all, he's done plenty of bad stuff. So he should have known he'd
Go to prison someday.
right?
He was bound to end up in jail. That's tragedy repeats itself. Hello, Novelette. Why you? Let's see. Why do they stare at me? Is there anyone taller than him? Why is he so tall? Jesus. Jesus, why is he so tall? Am I pulling for Novelette? That's my question. Hold on. Okay. Let's do some math. Let's hold on. Let's do some math together. Not that I trust chat to do math with me, but I don't trust myself to do math. Okay, got those. I know 5'10" is hella tall. Is he 5'10"? Is he 5'10"? Is that what it's supposed to be? What was I supposed to do? Okay, let's do some logical thinking for a second to see if I could get Novelette and Farina. So I have 37. Let's see. Let me do that. I only have 46, 46, 0. I have not pulled. Okay, I have 40. I have 40. You could kind of see in the corner there. I have 40 pulls. Now, my last pull, let's see. Each one is 5. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So I'm at 34. Chat keeping count. Thank you. 34. So that's only up to 74. So there's no way I can get Nuvalette and Farina at this point, is there? There's no way. What am I gonna do? Wail? Do I wail for it? Do I start... I should grind. Do I play Genshin every day? No. Because I've also been practicing Phantasy Star online. So, like, some days I play Phantasy Star just to practice. So that way, when we play tomorrow, you guys will be impressed that, like, I've gotten, like, super good at it. Like, super professional good at it. Like, I'm, like, super good at Phantasy Star online now. I'm, like, a professional already. Even though it's, like, my second, third time playing. So my only option now is to either wail or play Genshin every single night. Gosh dang it. Here's my thing, Moki Doki. You guys want to... How do I view my... Oh, here's my showcase. I don't know why my showcase is so boring. It's too late now. Why is it too late? It's not too late. It's never too late. Why would you say that? How dare you? Is it too late for me? It's too late to apologize. It's too late. I actually found out on PSO how to find clothes in the catalog, but I'm too poor for it, so that's also something. Ta-da! I think that's where we're gonna leave Genshin for today. We got far in the main story. I think I'm near the end of the part of the story for now. I think I'm almost to the end of it. And also, it's almost Halloween, so when is Halloween? How many weeks? We have 1 week and 2 days until October. And my whale, he's still... See, we can make him bigger over here. My followers are still at 0, but one day we will watch him go up. Anyways, that's where I'm going to leave Genshin for today. Thank you for joining me. I had fun, and that was intense, and that was crazy. I think we're almost at the end of the Archon quest that's out now. I'm pretty sure we are. And then the next part, I don't know when exactly that comes out, but that should come out soon. So if we make it through the first part of the Archon quest, then we can do some exploration. But then because of my schedule this week, I'll be here tomorrow. Same time. Maybe a little bit earlier. Same time. We're going to be doing PSO because I've gotten professional, a little bit better. I've been practicing tiny bit. We'll be doing PSO and then hopefully Grand Theft Auto a little later this week. Yeah, so that's what we're hoping for. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me. This was a lot of fun. And yes, I would love you if you were a worm. I would love all of you if you were a worm. Maybe if you were a fish. But a worm is okay too. But a fish would be even better. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys stay hydrated and have a wonderful day. Hopefully, see you guys all tomorrow for another stream. Bye bye. Cue the ending screen. Dun 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 dun. Bye.